Hello and welcome to Decentralized Health Administration at the UBRICOIN channel. We bring you critical technical knowledge about creating a perfect conditions for much needed revolution in the health industry. Under these new conditions, universal health access will be possible. Everyone in the world, including you and your loved ones, will have access to the best health services available in the world. Health for everyone will be of the highest quality there is in the world, and it will be affordable by all. My name is Dr. Masharia Waringi. I come to you from Ubrica project located at 1.4 degrees south of equator and 37 degrees east of the central meridian that's marked right in the southwest suburbs of Nairobi. Today, I am very happy, very excited because we have got great things to discuss with you. Now, the first topic we want to discuss is universal health coverage, uh, SOKO JANJA, and UBRICOIN IEO for universal health coverage. I will tell you all about it, how SOKO JANJA will lead us to getting universal health coverage. We plan to do an initial exchange offering in different exchanges to raise funds for development of SOKO JANJA and catalyze knowledge and education in universities and develop the chapters. But even much more exciting than that is that we want to stress UBN so that it can pull itself by its bootstraps. Topic number two. Although UBN is only a few months old, it can afford itself some things. And we want UBN to buy things that it should afford. For example, UBN has bought many things so far. UBN has bought other digital currencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum, LTC, Litecoin, and Doge, and all those coins. Indeed, UBN is to buy the much needed ETH and Bitcoin for registration. We used to UBN to buy registrations and listings in so many exchanges. That's why UBN is listed in very many exchanges, because the exchange owners could take half of the fees in UBN, because the UBN, the listing fees are very expensive. So we're going to see about that, how it's going to work. And today, we also want to talk about the Nairobi Blockchain Conference, which is going to be in September. This conference is organized by David Kihuna and the Ubrica Blockchain team, including Jordan Mudemba, aka Jordan Type, Peter Kabi, aka St. Peter the Rock, Dennis Ogeto, aka Dano, Kelvin Kamete, aka Kelvo, and Francis Jovona, aka Father Francis. All right. All this material is accepted from Decentralized Health Administration textbook under development by Susan Nyabura Jivona, Inubrika Research and Development Team, including Naomi Ngedothodho, Winfred Mule, Abed Nviani, Anne Mashari, and Frida Butali, and from the proceedings of World UBRICOIN Ambassador Program Team, including Purity Mudhoa, Wahito Washira, Grace Kishora, Naomi Ngedothodho, Winfred Mule, Abed Nviani, Anne Masharia, Frida Butali, Barbara Kimani, and Betty Wajiro Washira. Of course, the other people we haven't mentioned here, they are working in our social media team, and soon I'm going to be listing them so that you can know, as the viewer of this video stream, you can know who is making what things easier for you and for UBN. But first, let's go to the basics. Before we dive deep into the topics of the day. Ubrica project strives to solve three fundamental problems of health production in the world. We have said before many times. Problem number one is lack of access to health services. Now we don't have to see that as a problem anymore. It's an opportunity for UBN. Opportunity for UBN number one is that lack of health services. So what is UBN going to do? Is going to make health services available. Poor quality of medical services. Poor quality of medical services, and what's UBN going to do? Is going to make medical service available. And then high cost of medical services in the world. What is UBN going to do? It's going to reduce the cost of medical care. Hey, the monkeys in this place. I can hear them jumping around. I don't know. You could hear that noise. Monkeys invasion. Don't worry. Monkeys don't eat people. So I'm not going to be the food of the monkeys. But I think they're jumping on the roof of the chicken coop. Wow. Lack of access to health services occurs when people do not have money to go to hospital. You know that. And lack of access to health also occurs when there are no hospitals to go to. So money, big problem. And then lack of hospitals, which you now call URCCs, is a big problem. Now, poor quality medical services occur when knowledge to deal with medical problem is scarce. That is why we have a university relations team. And of course, we're working very hard with JKUAT, Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Tech at this moment, and Dedan Kimathi University in Nyeri. And of course, we want to go to other universities like um, uh, University of Nairobi, Egerton University, and we also have contacts at Masinde Muliro University, right in Western Kenya. So we want to cover all the 66 universities, and now that UBN is pulling itself by its bootstraps, it's doing just great. And if you had lost hope of UBN because of the price plummeting, now you better have hope again because the UBN is coming out very very strong, and we're gonna work very hard on it so that it bears its promise. All right. So we solve the problem of lack of access due to money by creating SOKO JANJA. Today, we're going to be talking a lot about SOKO JANJA, an online retail store where you can sell what you have produced to increase your earning power. Money in your pocket means realized access to health care. Ibrica clinics and hospitals project ensure physical access to health services in Ibrica Science and Technology Parks. And of course, when you're working in the universities, we go to the Science and Technology Parks. They create places for translation and commercialization of new and relevant knowledge, ensuring best quality of medical services in the world. Ubrica Biomedical Industrial City. This one is coming some years down the road, maybe 2 or 3 years. But right now, since we've started working with the universities and the UBN is maturing, this might accelerate. So the Biomedical City will promote local manufacturing of biomedical products, reducing cost of medicines and medical devices and health services in general, making health affordable, easy. UBRICOIN is a cryptocurrency for universal health access. Today, we are also going to be talking about UBRICOIN and then how it will underwrite health production. And you see that now, graphically as we discuss about SOKO JANJA and how UBN will guarantee universal health access. And so you can support universal health access by getting and adding UBRICOIN to your portfolio of cryptos or by getting equity in the Ubrica project. You must get involved. Do not sit on the sidelines of health. UBN is going to pick up. It's picked up today. It's gone how many points? About more than 1,000% increase. And it's not because it was being pumped. It's just the market deciding it is a time for UBN. And so I would strongly encourage you to buy and hold $10 worth of UBN each and every day, and you'll be supporting the most important and the biggest grassroots revolution for creating health for everyone in the world. You can get even more involved by joining the UBRICOIN World Ambassador Program, where you gain deeper knowledge about the Ubrica project and continually share that knowledge with people in your circle of influence. Share the knowledge because they won't forgive you when they realize that you knew all this stuff and you did not tell them. So tell them about SOKO JANJA, UBRICOIN, Ubrica project, the URCCs, and all that. To increase your knowledge on blockchain, cryptocurrencies, and health, take a course at the Academy of the Cooperative Society of Ubricans. These courses were designed by Dennis Ogeto, aka Dano, and his friends Peter Kirby in the blockchain team. These guys are highly accomplished. It is time you shut up and help them, and take courses with them. So thank you so much for being here, and hit the like button to cement your support. Hit the bell button so that you can subscribe to receive notifications and participate in the chat. It's very important. If you have questions, you ask them in the chat or send an email to info@ubrica.com. Do not stay in the darkness. Don't lurk in the dark. Come out and show your face, because when you lurk in the dark and you have questions, particularly now, I know there's a lot of questions people are asking, but you're not asking them. You have questions asking yourself. You cannot answer your own questions. That's why we're many, or even your friends. If you ask your friends, all the answers will be pure guesswork. If you want the pure, relevant knowledge, send your questions to info@ubrica.com or by phone +254 755 844 But do not ask or discuss with your neighbors questions for which you do not have answers. Even your neighbors or friends won't have answers. So the best way is to get answers to the source. Otherwise, it becomes just gossip. And gossip has never built anything. So you want to know what's happening, what's going on. It's very important. We make these videos every day. And these videos are streamed live. We do live streaming so that you can actually ask the questions on the during the live stream itself, and then you shall get your answers. So today, let's dive deep in topics of today. So we're going to talk about SOKO JANJA itself. We shall talk about UBRICOIN. We shall talk about the conference. Three things, okay? SOKO JANJA in the IEO, we hope to carry out this September. So keep your money well, because we're doing an initial public offering, initial exchange offering in different exchanges in order to raise final funds for development SOKO JANJA to catalyze knowledge and education in universities. That's for University Science and Technology Park project, and to develop chapters. SOKO JANJA. Should we do an IEO? It will catalyze development of SOKO JANJA. SOKO JANJA is the online store developed to increase selling power. I'm saying to increase selling power to generate wealth in the grassroots. We believe that individuals with increased selling power will have increased buying power. Not only will they afford to buy goods to meet their needs, they will also buy health services effectively. We believe that SOKO JANJA will increase economic status of individuals everywhere in the country. Such individuals will in turn have money to pay for health financing products such as health insurance and contribution to the National Health Insurance Fund if they need. But what we're going to do is create an escrow in SOKO JANJA that will save money as people are shopping, right? So that now they can use that money to pay for health services. SOKO JANJA will be the health financing project that will enable us to achieve universal health access. Did you understand that? SOKO JANJA is the health financing project that will enable us to have universal health access by helping local people to make money from their everyday work. That means when the local people in communities have money, then they don't have to worry, and we solve that the first problem of access. We say that SOKO JANJA is going to be managed by the chapters in the local communities. So because the chapter members will create a workshop, which is the chapter workshop, and that workshop helps to process and add value to the local produce, which is then put on SOKO JANJA and sold. So SOKO JANJA will activate community level commerce. You have village level commerce where people in the village are actually post their things they can support. Then you support development of produce value additional workshops, and value-added products will be displayed on SOKO JANJA and promoted to the global marketplace. The goal is to find market all over the world for our local produce. We assume that extensive global market will increase income of local people. Increased income will increase access to health services and will overcome problem of lack of access to health facilities. All right. So far, SOKO JANJA website is developed. It's fully developed. It is remaining some finishing touches, and that work that could take 90 days to complete. Remaining work on SOKO JANJA includes development of a payment gateway dedicated to settling UBN transactions. So the UBN, although we have integrated in other systems, we need to develop our own gateway for settling UBN transactions. Number two, a UBN wallet order fulfillment module that accepts UBN and other cryptocurrencies. And this is going to take new people, human resource. We need to hire about 20 blockchain developers, right? 20 blockchain developers, because not only do we need to advance UBN itself to create other products that are on blockchain, but specifically SOKO JANJA itself going to need close attention because we have to have developers working. And then we also need 20 online business development agents on social media and 20 on-site business developers meeting with individual traders and organizations. So for the online business development people, as marketers, we want to have them develop market in all the social media sites, starting with Twitter. So we want to see very, very active work on Twitter, because in 2020, we really have to work hard on valorizing the Eureka project so that everyone in the world, no matter where they are, whether in Russia, China, South Korea, wherever they are, they know what Eureka project is all about. And of course, we want to make sure that Eureka project appears very top, particularly in Google search, And that can only work by through search engine optimization and very very clever use of social media. So if your social media skills come, and of course you're getting paid in UBN, so UBN is a currency, and of course going to pay you. And so we work together to valorize, to make sure that Facebook is saturated with UBN, and Twitter and Medium, and very, very. So we have to have total saturation of all the social media outlets. You come and we'll talk about it. Then, of course, your salary is in UBN and you'll be happy. Then you have a lot of materials for ambassadors. Ambassadors, people in the communities who are helping to put people together. And we said in yesterday's stream, we said that ambassadors will help to develop the local chapters, and the local chapters are the anchor points. They're the one that hold the Eureka project together. Is the ultimate human engagement platform. The chapter is the ultimate human engagement platform, and it's held by SOKO JANJA. And that's why we're going to do an IEO, because the IEO itself is going to put in out, it's going to give the UBN the oomph it needs. Oomph means that a push it needs to get over there, over the hill. So we also want 20 individuals uh, in the office working with individual traders. When you say traders, we just mean people in the community who produce things, people who manufacture stuff, and so that they can help those people to put pictures, let's say to take pictures and put them on SOKO JANJA. Now that is a job that requires legwork. You'll be needing to travel from here to the counties and work with the chapters there. So you go to the counties and work with the chapter. And in fact, because we have 47 counties in Kenya, we may need as many as 47 people to do this work, but we can start with 20 so that we visit all manufacturers, people who make things. And then, of course, we need some other people to deal with organization. These are people develop who bring partnership with already existing organization. So, for example, the way we are working with the universities, we already brought inside 3 universities, but we have 66 of them. We need to create a relationship with the universities. We also want to create relationships with organizations that are synergistic to UBRICOIN or UBRICA project itself. We create synergy, particularly with health providers all over the country, and we create synergies with faith-based organizations in the entire nation, and we create synergies with other manufacturing plants, manufacturing companies based in the industrial area in Nairobi. So uh, we can see that we need to add a lot of people. This is going to require both fiat and cryptos. Much of this work we are able to pay in cryptocurrencies, because as we work, the harder we work, the much value SOKO JANJA gains. So it tit for tat. We work hard, we get value. We work hard, we get value. Now we've discovered is what we have discovered is SOKO JANJA, UBN itself is can pull itself on its bootstraps and help to get this amount of human resource. So, what about funding research in universities? The IEO will act as a catalyst, because we need to catalyze that. We need to catalyze because we get people to think harder. We catalyze the mind. By catalyzing the mind, we'll open their mind to new possibilities. The IEO will help open people's mind by funding education and research. And that's why you have to participate in this IEO. It's coming soon. So we haven't gotten the date yet. We haven't fixed the date, because we have to negotiate with the exchanges, and most likely we're going to do it at the either flyer, and let us see what's going to happen. But most likely it's going to be before the end of this month. If not, we do it in October. So it means that get ready. We're going to do a very, very, very big announcement, and people in the world, everyone will know there's an IEO. That's why we first of all put it in very many exchanges, put UBN in very many exchanges, so that people can be aware. We did an airdrop earlier this year, and that airdrop helped us to reach more than 100,000 people, and I'm sure that UBN is held in the entire world. More than 1 million people have heard about it, because we have done very, very many tiny, 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 uh, tiny airdrops through exchanges. Now, each one of the exchanges where the UBN is listed has conducted an airdrop. So this means that IEO is going to be very good. So with open mind, people will deal with the cultural beliefs that inhibit them from doing new things or adopting changes. So we work with the university to provide new light on resources that we have at our disposal, that without research we will never realize their usefulness. University brings new knowledge that helps us bring down cultural practices that are not healthy and or relevant to the community. We have seen that in Kenya, there are so many things that are helpful that people know about, particularly nutrition. There's a lot of things in nutrition that we seem not to be aware of, and people in the university know about it, but people in the communities do not know what the people in the university know. So we want to bridge that knowledge that is in the university and bring it out. Okay, so this is why conducting the IEO is going to help us reach that, particularly valorizing the UBN itself such that it's well understood even in the communities and the universities as well. And then people can open up their mind because of that knowledge. The other place we are targeting is the heart. Open your heart. IEO will catalyze the heart to open. As a result, people will have open hearts. Open heart means that we accept things that we thought were dangerous, and then we accept to listen to them because now we have heart to heart. Even opening our hearts to each other, opening hearts to each other's culture. For example, in Kenya, we have people from one region having a certain type of food and people from another region having a different type of food. Now, of course, it means that in our culture we eat this, but in our culture we don't eat this food from this culture, and we don't even know the nutritional value. There are some cultures that have developed very bad nutritious habits, and of course they eat this very malnourishing food. Malnourishing means the food provides bad nourishment. It's very malnourished food, and they won't eat the nourishing food because it comes from a different culture. For example, when I was growing up, I was growing up on the slopes of Mount Kenya, and I was growing up, we could not eat fish because we were told fish is eaten by the people from the lakeside. And they eat fish because when they eat fish, we don't like them. Fish also stinks. Of course, when you don't have refrigeration, fish stinks. And so we hated it. We looked down upon fish. It turns out fish has its highly proteinaceous diet and giving all the other nutritious substances that we could not eat just because we have grown up on the mounts, on the slopes of a big mountain where there's no fish at all. And so children could easily catch marasmus because they are just eating corn, maize. So we prevent eating maize, but sometimes maize and beans, sometimes the beans are out, so we eat only maize itself, corn. We just eat white corn all by itself. And so you see small boys and girls growing a big belly and wasting muscle because they have no protein in their diet. Whereas we could go down to the river because there's a river, there's a stream, let's say a stream. There's a stream in every gully, in every valley where we could get fish. But because we did not eat fish, we allowed fish to just swim on their own, be happy, and never eaten. Now, you see, that's a cultural habit. We could not open our hearts to understand that the fish, because coming from the other culture, is not bad. It's the ethnic division we have in Kenya that leads people to such misguided malnutritional habits. And I think that by education, by creating education that's massive with support from university education, massive community education, then if support from community education, university education, people in the community will ditch old unhealthy practices and get into new healthy behaviors, particularly nutritional behaviors. We will also use the funds raised from the ICU to work on the wheel. Products of research to be taken to the market to benefit other people in different communities, because there's another problem we have in Kenya. The problem is that people produce things, but they don't have the will to take them to the market, or maybe they are afraid that no one is going to buy them. But If the market comes down to the village in form of SOKO JANJA, then we don't have to take things to the market that is maybe 10 kilometers away or 20 kilometers or even 100 kilometers for some of the things, but the market is on the phone. And so the IEO will catalyze the will of the people to put their products to market. This is why we are very, very excited. And so far, Sokojaja is nearly complete. It is remaining very teeny, teeny, tiny bit. If you look at Sokojanja and you are finding it difficult, please tell us. Write to us at info@ubrica.com and say, Sokojaja is not doing this and this, and I would like you to do it. And we can assure you the team is building it and it's working day and night. It's not a simple job. So take it seriously. Know that we have a very active team here, just like the team that built the UBN. It's the same group of people that are working on Sokojanja. Give them time. Give them time. Not the entire eternity. No, give them 3 months. They ought to have finished all that and it's working with the UBN on it. Okay. UBN, second topic. UBN to pull itself by its bootstraps. UBN has been crying and saying, why don't you use me to help you fund your projects? And of course, because UBN is very new, we did not believe it could until we started using it for paying for things, like paying for listings. We have used a lot of UBN to pay for listings. As soon as we listed in 2 exchanges. The exchanges that followed asked for UBN in mixed function with ETH. So we say, give me half and half, give me quarter and 3/4. So you get a quarter Bitcoin, quarter in Bitcoin, 3/4 in UBN, and that's really good. Now, listings on exchanges cost a ton of money. The most expensive exchanges and the good ones are costing like 20 Bitcoin. Of course, 20 Bitcoin, that could mean what? $10,000 times 20, and that is $200,000. We have a lot of UBN, and because when you go into the market, we can sell UBN and get Bitcoin. Okay, and when you sell UBN and get Bitcoin, then we can pay for those exchanges. And that is what we mean that UBN has cried and said, you're not using me. So not only should you, as UBN holder, use UBN to get other currencies that is in trading, even the Ubrica office here is going to use UBN very, very aggressively to make sure that it is meeting its own financial needs. Financial needs means that getting listed in more sophisticated exchanges, UBN has to do that. Getting listed for auto trading, it's robot trading. Getting listed for so many other services that cost a lot of money. We had estimated that all those services would cost $1 million. That's 100 million shillings. And although we're asking you is to participate, with UBN told us today, wow, UBN talked to us sometimes when it started crying when the price drops. It is totally able to do those things. For example, we're able to buy UBN, to sell UBN for exchange UBN for Ether. And when it exchange for Ether, that means that we can use that Ether to pay for the services. And we have to continue doing this until UBN is accepted all by itself without saying, we need Ether from you. So we're very excited about that. And we're going to do some more experiments to see how much UBN we can get, how much ETH we can get, and which organizations are going to accept UBN. Because when we want to do something, we request them, tell them, can we use UBN? And of course, we're going to work very hard to make sure the price of UBN remains up. Today, the price of UBN went so many times up, and it is looking tighter in your wallet. Now, you have a job to do. You have a job to do. Your job is support UBN. Go to the exchanges, and you can choose one exchange to work with, not all of the exchanges. Choose one exchange to work with and trade. Sell, buy and sell. In fact, it's good to work with 2 exchanges. Some exchanges have very low price. Go and buy UBN from those exchanges with very low price. And then go to exchanges with high price and sell them. And don't put a low price. In fact, we're going to say you sell UBN for at least 1 shilling, that is a $0.01. Yeah, make sure, yeah, a hundredth of a dollar. 1 shilling, $1 is equal to 100 shillings. Okay, $1 is equal to 100 shillings. So make sure you take your UBN to market and sell it at the good price. And of course, buy in the lower price exchanges, sell in high priced exchanges. We really want to emphasize this. And as you do that, you will be doing very, very well, as well as here in the office. We're doing very well. So now, finally, the Nairobi UBRICOIN event. As I said, this is created by the Nairobi Blockchain Conference. Is created by the our blockchain team here at Ubrica. The theme of the conference is Internet of Money. Be sure to come because we are going to teach you the tricks of trading. One is that we're going to talk about the cryptos themselves and how, what they are, what they really are. Cryptos, of course, focusing on UBN and QBitX. This conference is sponsored by UBRICOIN and QBitX. Let's say Ubrica and QBitX. QBitX is a cryptocurrency exchange. The QBitX team will be here to teach you how to work with exchanges. As you see, we have also listed in 9 UBN in 12 other exchanges, and so you will learn about all those exchanges. You will also learn how to trade UBN and cryptos. So that is very, very important. Come with your friends and relatives. The conference is going to be at the 680 hotel, and it's beginning at 5 p.m. and going on until 9 p.m. So it's in the evening. It's an evening thing. This is not a conference like what you call a podium conference. It is actually a workshop where you come, sit down and learn. It's practical. Bring your phone or your laptop. Do not come without a phone or a laptop. Laptop is enough. You need to have internet access. So don't come with Mulika Mwizi. Don't bring them Mulika Mwizi. It won't help you. Find a smartphone and bring it. Okay. If you have UBN, you go sell some UBN and buy a smartphone. So we want you to come armed, and so that you can learn. Trading is very exciting. You cannot learn it in 1 hour. There's so many nuances that you need to learn in trading. If you're going to learn to what you're going to give you on that day is just the tip of the iceberg. If you learn trading properly, you'll be making a lot of money. You'll be a very, very, very wealthy woman. You'll be a very, very wealthy man, right? Come learn how to trade. You can leverage the UBN that you have right now to make a lot of money. And I'm not even kidding, because it's working with the price differentials in what's called market arbitrage. When arbitrage means that there is a difference in price from one exchange to another. And you will find that even today, you go online and look at all the 12 exchanges, and you will notice that the price is not the same. So initially, you go to the exchanges with low price, buy UBN. Then you go to, after you finish buying the amount of UBN you want, you go to the exchange with high price and sell the UBN, trade in the UBN. See, something like that. So that's all for today. And so I won't keep you anymore. Let us stop there, and we really appreciate you being here, and we really appreciate your support. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and we will see you tomorrow. If you have questions, ask them right now. Ask them down on the